We are now joined by SNY's NBA insider Ian Begley. And Ian, events obviously moved pretty quickly on Wednesday night in Oklahoma City. What can you tell us how we went from the Thunder and Jazz about to play a game to the season being suspended in pretty much less than 2 hours?
Simply put, Utah Jazz center Rudy Gobert tested positive for coronavirus, and the game was shut down. Shortly thereafter, the NBA put out a statement saying that the season had been suspended until further notice. Now, at this point, we are not sure that the season has been suspended until the end of the regular season, the entire playoffs, the NBA Finals. We don't know. The league is just saying that they are using this hiatus to learn more about where they are with the coronavirus. Obviously, from a Knicks perspective, this is concerning on many levels. The first of which, the Jazz were in town. Rudy Gobert and the Jazz were in town last week playing at the Garden. Then the Jazz played the Pistons, and the Pistons came to New York. So there are many different ways that the Knicks and the rest of the teams in the NBA are connected here to what happened with Utah.
Ian, as you mentioned, we have no idea how long the suspension will be here for the NBA, and it was kind of surreal on Wednesday night. You see the news and you hear the news that the season has been suspended while games were going on. You're watching the Knicks and the Hawks and the Nuggets and the Mavericks. Mark Cuban looking at his phone and finding out the news. What has been the reaction around the NBA now to this quick judgment by Adam Silver here on Wednesday night to suspend the season?
Everyone's stunned. Everyone's stunned. I got a text from an agent of one of the Knicks players. Just, he's stunned. He's saying, what's happening here? I think everybody's having similar reactions. But, what that agent did say, and I think what a lot of people feel, is this is the right decision. I'm not sure why something had to happen where a player had to test positive for the virus for it to get here. But here we are, and the NBA is now making the right call. And this is going to have a big fallout for the league, for its players, for fans, obviously, but you really feel for the arena workers, the people who are depending on those games nightly to work the arena and to have their jobs. We're not going to have games, obviously, for the foreseeable future, so you feel for those people, I think, first and foremost.
As you mentioned, this decision was made because a player tested positive, so obviously so much attention, and rightfully so, being paid to the health of the players. So how much say will the players and the Players Association have, do you think, in when the games resume?
Well, there were collaborative conversations between the league and the NBPA today, as recently as today. So I would imagine that because player safety is such a large portion of what's happened here and what will happen going forward, they will certainly be a part of this conversation whenever the league decides to resume play here, because obviously the players are most affected and they are the most visible part of this league. So I'm sure Players Association, Michelle Roberts, will be in continuous contact with Adam Silver and the league as they continue to figure this thing out in the coming days and weeks.